not to even respect at all, to quarrel in their shells. They will not open up because they are afraid. There is no peace in the house. So how then do I come out? When they have problems, they can't even come out because there is no peace in the house. Mom is always carrying with dad. Dad is always beating mommy. And then sometimes to the extent of destroying things in the house. A man can remove his belt, beating the wife. And what do you think your children will be learning from you? A woman can insult the man or the husband, the partner, the spouse. Even while the spouse is going to work, she will follow him with insults. Come here, where are you going? Idiot, foolish man. Such, let's assume you are in a compound house. What do you think others will think of you? Even the children will be shy because children these days, they have this AI mind, computerized mind. This generation, our children, they are more of, into their IQs. Let's say their IQs are working faster than we used to be then. A child can take your phone and go to where you can't go. Your child can change your password without you knowing. So this child, they pick fast. These children pick fast, very fast. Whatever we do as parents, they pick from us. They emulate our doings. They emulate what we do, even what we say. Because growing up, it is what my mom eats that she gives me. Exactly. So that is what I'm learning to eat. Exactly. So when I go to a different home and they give me this, I'll be reluctant in eating it. And then I wouldn't feel good eating it like the way I eat from my home, because that is not what they give me in my house. So psychologically, it doesn't help the children at all. Abusive homes is something I say no to. I cross it with red. Abusive home, violent homes. No. It's a no. I would advise no parents, no family. Even if you will do it, it should be in your locked rooms, your bedrooms, and not even shouts. Exchanging words. Sometimes I'll be angry, I'll go out, call my wife on phone. I want to come out. She will come out. Sometimes we will sit in her car and then we will exchange words. I'll tell her what she did that I didn't like. I'll tell her what she said that I wasn't in love with, or that has not gone down well with me. She will also pour out her grievances. We make amends, we come out. Sometimes we go out to sit somewhere. Angrily, we sit. Sometimes when she comes to sit, what is it? I said, sit down. She sits in the car. I move the car. Where are we going? I said, sit down, let's go. We sit somewhere. Where will you drink? Angrily, with that straight face. What should we offer you? She will say, give me water. She will talk to the waitress, the bar attendant. Please give me water. I asked her what she would take, but then she's telling the attendant, which means she is also not happy. I will request for my club. Then I sip. Then I start telling her what she did or why I'm not happy. Because we have children at home. Sometimes you don't have 2 bedrooms, you don't have chamber and hall. The children are there with you, and then you can't discuss. So such things should be taken out from the children. Sometimes I can be in the bedroom, my wife will be in the hall, and then we will be chatting.
That's nice.
I can chat with her, tell her what she's doing that I don't like, or what she has done that I'm not okay with. And then we do it on phone. There are many ways in killing a cat, but not in front of our children. The positive ones, the good ones, should be done in front of them for them to learn. Once they are growing up, they will also learn. And then they will also emulate from their parents the good things we've taught them. Now, no parent from a different home can shout at another man's child or a different family's children. which is bad. When we're coming up, you can be beaten at another home. You will come home, your parents will still beat you in addition. They will not even go to ask what you did. They will ask you, where are the elbow? Where are the pank? Finally, so go and sleep, go and bath. But we are not seeing this anymore. And then it's high time when it's vacation, when holidays, we allow our children to go to our villages to learn more from from their great grandparents, from their grandparents, to learn our culture. There are some things in the cities you can't teach your word. The environment we are now is choked. You can't teach your word certain things because there is no time. For instance, you can come home, your children are asleep. By the time they wake up, you are gone to work. So during vacations, let us try and send our children, our wards, to our respective villages for them to learn certain cultures, for them to learn certain manners, attitudes. Because in Accra, for instance, there is no time to train your word like it should be. Most parents can't do that. And then most parents leave their words with caretakers, maids, house helps. What can the house help? Because the house help is always with them more than you, the parents. Exactly. That is why I brought in that you should try and then send them to their village. And then let's make time for our children too. For them to feel that love, family love. I think I'm done.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. PJ. We are enjoying your advices and your encouragement and a whole lot that you're bringing to us. We are so much grateful. But I have one message right here. Someone sent message to us. Says, Mr. Victor, Madam Stella, please, can you ask your counselor, your guest, that sometimes when I'm walking on the street, I lose control. Sometimes it feels like car is about to knock me down. Someone is asking Mr. Victor, so I should ask you, does that mean trauma? He says sometimes when he's walking down the street, he lost his mind. Mr. Victor, can you help him? Does it mean he's going through trauma?
Trauma is in different forms.
Okay.
It might be that he's thinking about something painful, something abusive. I don't know what causes him to forget himself or the cars to be blowing horn on him. So I think he needs counseling. Mr. Victor, you need a counselor. You need to be talked to. Exactly. You need to be spoken to. Okay. There are a lot of things which goes into these things.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things. So, Mr. Victor, you need to consult a counselor.
Okay.
Or, better still, you can go to a very good man of God. Yes, for your issue to be discussed. It was just walking by the roadside and then you go off for car to blow a horn on you. I think there is more to it.
Okay.
I can't just
conclude like that. Thank you so much. But if I may ask you, how can trauma be overcome? How can someone overcome trauma? Maybe somebody who is going through trauma, probably a young child, because basically today we're talking about the children, the serious effect they have on children. We've not talked about elderly people. So as a child, this child keep growing to some certain level, to some certain age, and how can he or she overcome those trauma?
There are a lot of ways to overcome trauma. One, therapy. You need a good person or a good therapist to help you overcome that trauma. Counseling too is part number 2.
Yeah.
You need a good counseling. And then you need to help the children or the child to have fun. Take him or her out to fun places.